Good morning or good afternoon. My name is Justin Sennett, and I wish to inform my viewers watching about a plague in our society: deforestation. You're probably wondering, what exactly is deforestation? Well, deforestation is the action of clearing a wide area of trees, including wildlife, so we humans can have more land and more industries. Why do we do this? What happened to the why do we do this? What happens to the wildlife and the environment? Who's doing anything about this? What can we do to stop it? Let's go over those questions, starting with why do we do it? How does it happen? And then we'll talk about it, how it affects others. Then regarding to who's doing anything about it. And then what can we do to stop this from Let's talk about the cause of deforestation. Let's go with the fact that deforestation is the permanent removal of trees to make space for something that replaces the forest or any other wildlife. Why do humans do this to forests? It's because forests carry materials that are beneficial to us, such as food, medicine, and fuel, which is kind of what we need to survive in this world. Humans also do it for agriculture and grazing, according to the site Live Science. Apparently, between 1600s and the late 1800s, North America's 50% of the forests in the East were wiped out for the need of timber and farming. There are other reasons why deforestation occurs, but it's mostly caused by humans. But the way they do it is the problem. Humans use machines to cut down forests and clear the area of anything that might be in there for their agricultural needs. On rare occasions, there might be a forest fire to burn down the trees so room can be made for agriculture. That's one of the few methods that is considered illegal, because forest fires are no good. Another reason for deforestation is for living space. So many neighborhoods like we live in, like my neighborhood had many trees, but were all cut down as more houses came in. It's not wrong, but it's not exactly right either. I'll have some ideas and examples. The point I'm going to talk about is the effects of deforestation on others. Deforestation has an effect on others, most importantly wildlife. In other words, the organisms that live in habitats like forests. Deforestation leads to the decline of the habitat, with animals losing their homes and their food sources, which leads to the decline in their populations, possibly leading to extinction. Deforestation is a major problem for animals due to the fact that 70% of animals and plants live in forests, and with deforestation being used to get that percentage drops. Deforestation also leads to greenhouses, as a result of the lack of trees, and causes those gases to enter the atmosphere. Deforestation also affects the water in the atmosphere, as another result of the lack of trees, making less water in the air enter the soil. Let's look at some examples of how that happens. Give you a better understanding and seeing how the animals have to deal with this situation in our society. Now, who's doing anything about deforestation affecting our world? An example of an organization against deforestation would be the Rainforest Alliance, who aims to conserve biodiversity and sustainability of habitats by changing land use practices, business practices, and consumer behavior. Another organization would be the Trees for the Future, which is an agroforestry resource center to improve livelihoods and degraded lands, but the method of tree planting as it takes place in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Doing this will reduce deforestation and prevent climate change, which is also a negative effect of deforestation due to the lack of trees. It would be amazing how much lack of trees will affect our world. There are many other groups By the way, there are many other groups and organizations that use different methods, but they all have the same goal in mind, and that's to end deforestation and to prevent any further damage to the environment and the atmosphere. Now let's look at some examples of more organizations that do anything to stop this. Now let's go back to us for a minute and go over what we can do to end deforestation, or at least try to reduce it. Through my research, solutions that can be used to fight against deforestation be government regulation. We provide rules and laws regarding trees and forests, banning the clear-cutting forests, and reducing the consumption of paper. Based on what I know or what we could do is to blog on social media like Facebook, Instagram, or any other media to inform others about the effects of deforestation on the environment, and let others know that it isn't just the wildlife that is affected, but humans as well, with the release of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and climate change. Another thing we can do is start getting together to restore destroyed forests, to reform the trees and wildlife, expand the environment once again. Another way, which is one of my ways to reduce it, is to type online instead of using paper. Which is why in a certain class I take notes online instead of using a notebook. Going to conserve energy future, eating less meat is also a way to reduce deforestation, as livestock rearing is one of the leading causes, which is something I can't do personally because I'm a meat eater. There are probably more ways to turn down deforestation, but it's totally up to us and society in order to figure that out. Let's look at some pictures of the gym. To sum it up, thank you for watching, and I hope I was able to inform my viewers about deforestation, as we are the very open society that could change anything about it. I hope I was able to persuade others about what we could do to stop it. Thank you.